Forget the cow thing. That's right. Follow me. Welcome back, everyone, for more Scrap Mechanic. You see, I've been doing a bunch of mining. I've got some more mining still being processed right here. I've got some more blocks left to take over there to the refine bot. And I have managed to finish putting in all the extruded blocks for the platform stuff out. I went with 4 ammo boxes like I was planning. I got the 4 or the other 3 for making the 3 additional turrets. But now I'm thinking, because of placement, I'm kind of liking the idea of maybe putting the turrets right here in the middle with a piston that sticks it outwards when everything opens up. That way it doesn't have any kind of issue with when I close this up. If it gets stuck because it's turned that way, it would just open things up a bit more. And technically I could trigger it separately. But regardless, I've got to build at least another turret to test with. It's also time to go ahead and build at least maybe the cook bot. And I brought supplies for that. And the new craft bot that I'm going to put inside, so I can go ahead and get them in place and start lining things up around them as well. And I'm thinking now we'll actually have everything facing out rather than facing into the middle like I was doing before with this. Instead of having it stick like that, you know, facing out, I'm just going to have it where it faces to the front. That way I have my bot for making burgers. I think I'm going to actually move this into the front cabin, which I've done some rework on as well, because I don't need the big container that has the connections, because I'm not going to be connecting anything to that. So why have a big container in here? So I took that out. We'll just put that there. I've got my bed in here so it can be my respawn point. Got a couple of chests, you know, plain chests, just so I have some storage for some goods that I might want to make sure I keep with me, rather than possibly losing because of an attack. That actually leaves this open to be moved here and here, which means I still get the lovely look on that. And yeah, all right. So cookbot's in place. And there we have it, the craft bot. So I'll be able to come in here, do whatever I need. And it's basically just going to have the chest like this. Actually, can I do different arrangement? Yeah, I can do, well, I'm not sure which way is going to be the most optimal. We'll have it where there is, of course, an input chest, and I'm trying to minimize how much I have in terms of weird connections. So we're gonna have the output chest. I may end up putting like I may actually, cannot, that's right to the ceiling. I was gonna say I might build or place it a little bit higher, but that might not work. Oh, get out. Yeah. Yeah, it's already sticking out, so that's not going to work. So I guess that's the best it's going to be, unless I want to raise the ceiling level up higher. I really don't want to do that. So first things first with this, we have basically 3 bearings, one there, one there, one there, for different rotation aspects. We've got 1, 2 controllers, 3 sensors. The sensors have to be level 5. These controllers are actually upgraded way too high. I think it's just what I had available at the time. And then, oh, I forgot to grab a couple of logic gates. I'll have to go get those. But I can still start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces there, which gets me all the way up to just plain block. I'm gonna throw a sensor there. Yep, so it's actually well, it doesn't matter which direction it is as long as you got the sensor there. I guess I'll make it match up. Might as well. Then we're gonna have 1 rotation error. Oh, actually 3 controllers. Oh man, I went way overboard on the expense. I'm gonna have to, once I build this one with the cheaper ones, I'm gonna take those out and rebuild this one. Also, I added like the little connections to make it look a little fancier, which you don't have to do. So yeah, okay, I missed 1 controller and I need 2 logic gates. All right, we're gonna throw 1 of these on the back, and it looks like that's sticking out there. Yeah, because we got a logic gate on this side and there. You're not worried about cosmetics, which I'm not worried about this time. Don't have to put it in a certain alignment. I'm not going to worry about that connection because I'm going to do just something off the spud gun in the middle. See how that stick out? Yeah, it sticks out just over the lower sensor, but not like that there. So it's flush to the back. That's what it is. And then we need to go like that. Yes. Oh, yeah, see, I got another pipe there as well. And I'll need to do one more on this side. Controller there. That's why the pipe there, for one thing, an extra anchor point so it doesn't break as easily. Two, for cosmetics. Now, we're going to do like that. Yeah, so they're all kind of towards the middle. It's like on that one. So there we go. We've got that. Now, let's go programming-wise. Oh, let me do a switch real quick. And basically, I'm going to go ahead and set this one up so it's pretty much ready to trigger for the firing mechanism. And then the rotation mechanism will come off of this. Is kind of my plan. So it's going 1, 2, 3, like that. So that's easy enough. 1, 2, 3. It is odd being a different angle, but okay, we got that. So hard to see on some of these. All right, that one's there. And to the lower logic gate. All right, let's go ahead and get that one connected because that is an important aspect there. And that one connects to the lower logic gate and to that top controller. All right, so yeah, it's both. It's been a while since I built this. And again, this is from the workshop, but it's been a while, so I gotta go back and refresh on how I broke this down and put it together. All right, that one looks like it's just going there. I think that was just going. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to the top side. So we've got that. I'm getting confused on what I've actually got set and connected now. Oh, I missed a connection. It's got to go to that. There we go. So now it's rotating. Yeah, locks on. So it's really, I don't think it has to be super high level. It's really more if you want that increased speed. I might actually just level those up a little bit. And just keep it as a, okay, that's done, that's working. And what I'll do is as I go around and get the component kits, I'll level it up as I go, as I move around and do stuff. But yeah, that's working. So I'm going to need another switch. But what I can do is I can actually just have this be, yeah, 2 of them. I mean, that would work as long as, I mean, once they get up close, they're like right here hitting stuff. That's still awfully tall. That is still very tall. That's not going to hit a hay bot. Maybe a farm bot, but not a hay bot. It's really what I wanted it for. So I added some headlights on the sections that fold out so they're closer to the ground. Gives a nice bit of coverage. I'm actually thinking I'm going to add some more out here and just have them all on their own switch. And you see, I've kind of done a little something here. I might actually take and add a set of blocks here to bring it out from the wall a bit, paint them, and have this be like the backboard, like you might see in like a you know, or an IT closet in some cases where your carrier or your ISP brings stuff in. Same kind of thing, electrical backboard where stuff can be mounted to it, and it'll just be like that's for all the electrical stuff, all the control stuff, and throw in a nice little, you know, electrical box just for looks. But yeah, close it up. And it did take some work to get them in the right spot for it to not be a problem and to be effective, but it closes up and I can walk in. It's kind of nice actually as lighting inside. However, I'm not going to need it lit up inside with those because I won't be inside. So it's like that one turns off that. So I guess I should just do the same thing. I'm going to redo pretty much all of the electrical stuff, all the switches and everything, completely redo it at some point once everything else is kind of in place. And there we go. I also decided to make it look a little bit more like a communications van. So it's got an antenna on top. Also got some lights up there. It's all going to be wired together. And I did kind of adjust a little bit on the craft bot, but not much, because I want most of the storage to be back here. So I'll be able to have plenty of room. Yeah, it's not going to need a huge amount of storage for processing, but why not tie it all together anyway? Anything that's just normal pickups can go in here, whether it gets processed or not. Anything that's really special that I want to make sure is secured will go into those chests, so I can bring them back with me in case of an emergency and I have to separate this vehicle from that vehicle. And first set of blocks being produced here, so I can finish off this little piece and then start enclosing the end of it. And this is almost ready for actual movement, actual transport around, doing some work with it, doing some testing and fine-tuning before it gets put to the real test. Before I get too much further in the build, all I've got left really is the back panel. So might as well go ahead and do a test before I close it all up, make sure everything is working right. And I'm actually going to go ahead, pull the power up a little bit. I added a handle there. Even though you can't use the handle, it does give that cosmetic look of it being like, oh yeah, here's a handle to help get inside. And oh yeah, I need to probably take care of my thirst level real quick before it starts to hurt me from dehydration. There we go. So, still driving. That winch is still, or the trailer hitch is still working. Not a problem. I feel like I could use some forward-facing guns. I do have those others in case I want to do that. But, you know, let's say I'm just driving along. I see a bot. I'm like, okay. Oh, yeah, you see how the winch is flexing there as I move forward, so it has that give. That's what I was missing in the past. Well, we got this guy here. I'm going to come up here, take him down before he has a chance to attack me. And it's like, okay, I got that. You know what? I'm here. I feel like I want to stay here for a little bit. I would have this buttoned to the, or connected to the seat. So I just do that. Opens right up. And I would just be, you know, hit the button there. Just like I hit that button, I would have one. I'm probably going to put it on the outside. So if I need to, I can just come hit the button. Walk up. Go in here. I'm done. I hit the switch, which unlocks the turrets. However I set them up on the outside, they start patrolling. I can sit here and do some work. Be like, you know what? Here, I'm going to throw in this because I don't need it right now. And yeah, I'm secure. Oh, wait, I'm going. I need to come back in for some reason, you know, whatever. If I feel like I'm in danger, I could turn the turrets on. Honestly, they're probably not going to help much. It's almost to the point, maybe I should just make them detachable that I can detach and then place down. That's actually an interesting option there. My speed's a little too high in terms of engine power because I'm getting that weird stuttering aspect, but it's not that bad. And then, of course, backing it up just like any normal trailer, just a pain to get it to wiggle right. Takes a certain amount of skill to make trailers like that line up the exact way you want. I'm not going to worry about that skill. I'm just going to take that out and move it back in place. So, yes, I'm just going to go ahead and add the other ones to this, the other guns. And that way, you know, I'm making use of them. If I decide I don't want them, I take them out. That's a good width. That means I should be able to get good coverage on the firing aspect. And I've already got the ammo box here, so that's not a problem. So I'm trying to make sure I look at this the right way because I'm about to break all of this. And I'm breaking it because I am doing the backboard idea. So we go, nice and black. Actually, you know, I mean, it'll probably look better when I get lights adjusted the right way. Like, I'll just go ahead and waste some paint ammo. There we go, like that. You know, the dark gray works fine. So, you know, I'm going to do like that and like that for them. So one will be for, I might do left and right side instead of front and back connections this time. You know, I don't even have to have all the bearings actually connected. I could do this with one, I think. And just do like, I've got that. That's number 2. Yeah, that very loud breaking sound when it folds upwards. So that's those 2. And then let's go ahead and get that one. The extra bearings help with support, but I don't really actually need the power from those bearings. I think it was that, since I am adjusting. Stop moving at the last second. There. So that folds. Yes. And that folds. It really is just the extra bearing gives another mount point there, but because I'm not needing the power for pushing anything, I don't have to have that. But I am definitely seeing some performance lag right now thanks to some stuff, and I'm not sure why that was bouncing. Yeah, I might just do like that. That could be controls for like the guns. That could be gun turret controls. I really don't need that many. And I removed that. Suddenly the lagging, the like stuttering effect has stopped just by removing that one switch. That was connected to nothing, by the way. Okay, back to normal. Once I got everything connected up to the controller again. And now I'm using one controller for the same stuff that I was. So this can be tied in with something else. I don't know what. But, I mean, I could tie it in with something else. It might actually be worth it instead of having this whole contraption build part of this onto here, maybe, for each one. I don't know. That could make things really complicated. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, I've got a spare one now if I want it. So, just like before, I can't have it come straight off. I have to actually extend it out a bit. I think that's all I really need for it to extend outwards. But you know what? Let's actually try going one more. Okay, that won't work. So, there's no difference in cost, which if it can do that with this one, why is it that this one can't be extended out a little bit too on the end? I mean, this is no difference in cost whether it's that length or that length. So why can that one not be adjusted? You know, that doesn't make sense. It should be adjustable on the other one, on the curved one, and that's not wanting to mount. Okay, so I am too close on this side for it to mount over there. So that needs to be one more in width. So does this. That means the whole thing basically needs to be one block wider. You know what? That is not happening. I'm not completely rebuilding this for that to work. Oh, that's going to be a problem there. Look at that. I can't do that there because of these blocks. Oh, okay. That just messed things up a bit. And I didn't even think about that when I was like, okay, how much storage do I need? I mean, this is really more for just small processing while I'm out, not major, big time, hefty processing while I'm out. So I guess I could make that work still. And that's gonna be irritating, having to do it like that. Yeah, this is just not going to get linked. Sorry, I'm just not going to do it that way. I'm just going to do this like it was before, the same placement it was just a moment ago. That way, I mean, I like having it that close, but you know, that gives me room on this side. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. I'm not going to do huge amounts of processing, like I said. So this is just going to be for small amounts of processing, and that's not even linked together with that. So yes, worst case, I do something like this where those link together, and I do it with that one where these are linked together by doing this. And it adds just that extra bit of space there. Yeah, that can work. That will provide enough. That's 2 things of storage there. 2 things of storage there for processing. It's not going to loop in a cycle because of how much space that has to be stuck out, but it's not going to be a super massive, super wide structure either. And the point is to keep this mobile. So yeah, I'm just going to have to sacrifice that aspect of it. I'll do like that. And jump up, place this down like that. Then I could take 2 of these like that and like that. Then I just added even more light. Yeah, it's probably unnecessary to have that many lights on it, like going in the same direction, like that one probably will provide enough coverage, but this will give me even more coverage just to make sure everything is perfectly visible. And yeah, we'll just go with white on those. Actually, these are staying. I like how those are set up, so I'm going to change all of it. Oh yeah, that gives plenty of coverage. That lets me use up one of those blocks, which I've got several of them. I have not found a use for them yet. So now I finally found a use. So we're going to go 1 block down, 1 block over. Like that. Oh, hi, Mr. Totebot. What are you doing out here trying to get into my place? Should come out here to get some glue clams, and there's a Totebot stuck in the water trying to get into my base. Probably trying to get up here to get to my farms. And again, cannot figure out how to do it, but how did he spawn close enough to swim out here towards my farm? That's the whole point of me building out here. And the success I've had so far with it is that they can't spawn close enough to it because it's in the middle of the water on a little island. And there we go. All the extra lights added. We've got the 2 at the front on the top, which will stay on all the time, regardless. That way, if I'm out somewhere and I don't turn the exterior lights on, it's okay. You know, yeah, I'm still thinking I want to have it where all of these turn on automatically when it opens up, because that's when I'm going to need everything lit up the most. So might as well get everything still linked together. I'm glad that the switches don't have a limit, it seems, on how many devices can be connected to them. All right, so I have backed up my game save. Everything's in place. So if something goes wrong, I can restore from my backup and not lose any of this progress. But as it stands now, it is time to do a decent test on this and see how this works. And you know what? I did not change that back. I'm actually thinking I want to change the 1 button back to not being the guns on the front, because I'm going to be using the open and close a lot more. And the lights a lot more, I think. All right, so it's not the speediest thing, but I'm not seeing the wheels jerk and skip because of how fast they're spinning relative to what it can do. So yeah, it's not the fastest thing. It's probably not going to get uphill too easily. This is why I was thinking I might need to add another engine in there and have maybe a switch for that engine to power the wheels on the second section separately. I'm also thinking I need to put maybe a 3rd pair of wheels in the middle of that section, right next to where the defensive turrets mount, and do that. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a problem going uphill. Okay, that clanging does not sound good, but I think it's just the yeah, you can see it's actually flexing on the hitch, and that's not working. Yeah, that lack of control because of the increased power is the problem. And no power from the wheels behind it. That's going to take some adjusting. How well does it handle going elsewhere? Like, can I actually target well enough to take out a bot? I can, but I'm not looking straight at him. Apparently, I was not able to hit him with both shots. Yeah, that kind of throws it off. I'm not centered on it. So maybe I should just look at it from this view. Bam! Like that. Done. So I'm here. Let's just say I'm parking. You know, full test. I jump out of that. I go here. Yo, flatter land is obviously going to be better for this, but this should work. And I come up here. I'm all right. I'm good. Hit that. Rotation starts with these. So they're on guard mode. I did not actually even link anything to the guns yet because they were shooting at me before because I didn't have a control to restrict that. Wonder if I can go and entice a hay bot to come after me all the way over here. Forget the cow thing. That's right. Follow me. Stupid bot. Oh, wow. One of my panels did not open all the way. That's a problem. Why that? Oh, he just ran up. He just, yeah, it's too high still. Look at that. It's too high. And it's not like doing what it needs to do. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the turrets, nice idea. They're just too high up. But it's nice to see he ran right up on the platform. Why are you not opening? Why is that suddenly catching there? It's gotta be because I'm on a slope. It doesn't make sense that it's worked all this time. And now suddenly it's like not going to fold out all the way. Oh, and now it worked this time. So hiccup, maybe? Some kind of hiccup with it? All right, well, I know what I need to be working on. I know what I need to tweak and see if I can figure out a way to make the turrets work better. If you've got a suggestion for that, how to get lower and extendable where it extends out more, leave it in a comment below. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and do some more supply gathering, get some more stuff put together, and try to finish up some more work on this. But that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, let me know what you think. And again, if you got a suggestion for the turrets, leave it in a comment below. And of course, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.